My name is Holly, and the public health issue that I am addressing today is how child and adolescent obesity is affected in low socioeconomical statuses. Now, this leads on to adulthood, which can affect the body and increasing in diseases such as cardiovascular disease, respiratory diseases, inflammatory diseases, and some cancers. Now, this affects not only the children themselves, however, also the parents, especially in low socioeconomical situations. The parents aren't able to may not be able to provide due to low education, low income, living expenses, or just the price of food. This impacts the child because they're not able to have an adequate food that they need, such as basic carbohydrates, proteins, and fats, and which can lead to obesity and them increasing in more of consumption of low quality foods and highly processed foods. The complementary medicine approach that I'll be using is nutrition. So this can be used through having a healthy and balanced diet. This is for children to be able to consume the right amount of carbohydrates, proteins and fats, nutrients and minerals, and even consumption of water that their body requires. Instead of having in low socioeconomical statuses, they might be having a high processed, high fat and high sugar diet instead, which then honestly can lead to diseases and obesity. So the project that I aim to do, there's 3 components. This is just to improve diet and educating parents and children of what unhealthy foods can do to their bodies, which obviously then leading into adulthood. So the first approach that I would go through is to change the canteen menus at school. So this including in the traffic light system, which is having a high percentage of the green light. So the green light is for fruits and vegetables, legumes, wholemeal breads, instead of having foods from the amber and the red light, which is more high processed and high sugar and high fat foods. This also including for changing the diet, maybe able to have free breakfasts at school and providing that for kids that may not be able to afford breakfast, since breakfast in low socioeconomical statuses is highly skipped. Also providing free fruit throughout the day for kids as they tend to snack, so having that available so that they can have a healthier option is another way we can improve nutrition. So how we can evaluate children's diet at school is by just logging how many children come to free breakfast in the morning, and then you can just see over the course of how many weeks how many children are attending the breakfast and how many children actually use the free breakfast in the morning. And then you can also log how many children are taking fruit throughout the day, so just count how much fruit you have in the morning and then how much you have left over in the afternoon. Another way we can reduce child obesity is through the use of educating parents. So this is important because they're the ones who prep their meals and give them their lunch. So we can do monthly seminars on the importance of eating healthy and why obesity is so important. And also we can educate the parents on how and what to cook. So that's, for an example, why we should be cooking in large quantities if income is an issue, especially in low socioeconomical situations where income might be an issue or food price might be an issue. So just giving them cheap alternatives that are still beneficial for the children. We can measure that through just the attendance records, and we can also post online forums for children, for the parents to be able to talk to one another and post their ideas, and then that's just more support for the parents, encouraging them for long-term use. The third way we can reduce obesity is through the use of educating the children. So this is giving them the option of why nutrition is so important, We can do this by engaging the children, so taking them onto excursions to farms or strawberry farms or animal farms, and then you can do activities. So this is how you can evaluate children, by giving them activities and see how well they're engaging in that. We can also do it through the use of like planting veggie farms at the schools. This can be a way of getting the kids more involved, and for an example, for planting kale, so what's the benefit of kale and how you can put that into food and cooking. So